I'd like to share with you small miracles that added up to one big miracle when I was dealing with kidney failure and then subsequent renal transplant. At the time, when I was diagnosed with kidney failure, I wasn't on the best terms with God. I was just kind of living life on my own, thinking I was enough and I could handle it on my own. I had been raised in the church, but wasn't really attending and things like that. So small miracle number one. I randomly, after college, after 2 years of living at home, was instilled with a deep desire to buy a house. Not knowing at the time that about a year after I bought that house, I would be diagnosed with kidney failure and need to do at-home dialysis. That was a small miracle because the simple layout of the house that I was living in with my family would not have been conducive to at-home dialysis. So the house that I bought was about a mile from my family, which allowed them to still help me when I needed it and allowed me to do the at-home dialysis. Small miracle number two, I was only on dialysis for a relatively short time because the average wait is 3 to 5 years on the transplant list, and I only had to wait about a year. And then small miracle number three, in the 8 years since I received my kidney transplant, I have not had any complications and have not been hospitalized due to any issues related to my transplanted kidney. Small miracle number four. My mother was the primary caretaker for me during my recovery from the transplant and even while I was on dialysis. She would come over at 3 or 4 in the morning and help me with whatever I needed. And when she died, I felt like that security net or that resource was taken from me. And it had been a worry for a long time about what would I do if I had to deal with dialysis and transplant again. And so Jeannie is in our lives now, and she's wonderful, and she's kind of the answer to that prayer. And so when I tell my transplant story, it's usually to people who've told me they don't know what to believe or they're not sure that there's a God or a higher power. And I tell this story so that people do believe, because I could not tell anyone with a straight face or without considering myself a liar that I don't believe that there is a God who loves us and wants to take care of us.